It's Accountech Bytes, rounding up the news from the world of accounting technology with me, Tom Herbert. On the show this week, MTD public beta goes live. Excel is not dead. And trouble at Mill for the government's One Login program. Let's get into it, shall we? And we start with news that the government's Making Tax Digital for Income Tax program has moved on to a new testing phase, the public beta. What does that mean? Well, in an article for Accounting Web, Craig Ogilvie, director of Making Tax Digital over at HMRC, explains that, among other things, there's expanded eligibility of who can be part of this testing program and a couple more extra features as well, including the option for your client to authorize multiple agents to act on their behalf. Here's the government's guidance on this, how main and supporting agents can help sole traders and landlords manage MTD for income tax. A link to this and everything else mentioned in this video are in the description. What's next? Our favourite Excel aficionado, Andrew Moss, has taken on the latest clickbait headlines to declare Excel as dead. That's because, in a slightly surprising announcement, a kind of entry-level design tool, Canva, has announced Canva Sheets, so reimagining the spreadsheet and merging data with design. So let's take a look at some of the headlines and the screenshots here. Pictures embedded on spreadsheets, links, a bit of magic formula action, but not exactly an Excel killer, I think it's fair to say. What's next? On a similar spreadsheet theme, Google has just dropped AI into Google Sheets, so the AI can now do the complex formulas in spreadsheets. How does it work? Well, you just type in AI here and then type the instructions. For example, categorize this feedback as positive, negative, or neutral. What's next? And Brian Glick over at Computer Weekly flags claims of serious security and data protection issues around the government's One Login digital identity system. A couple of big things here around significant shortcomings in information security that could increase the risk of data breaches and identity theft, and some interesting background as well. I hadn't realized a lot of it was developed in Romania, for example. So last week I talked about the increasingly worrying issue of AI-generated receipts, and it's good to see some of the tech providers scrambling to tackle this. So in this post, Max over at pre-accounting platform Dext says they can now detect receipts and invoices that are generated by AI. And here's a little bit more information on Dext's release log. So if it spots anything it thinks has been generated or manipulated by AI tools, it'll flash up a warning. What's next? Sacré bleu, quelle grande valeur. French cloud accounting platform Penny Lane has doubled its valuation to 2.2 billion and raised 75 million euros in a new funding round. Apparently, it's going to be using the cash in part to expand its services across Europe, starting with Germany in the summer. Tough nut to crack. Will it be crossing the channel to England? Doubtful, but not impossible. Some acquisition news now, and European accounting software giant Visma has strengthened its presence in Germany and Switzerland by acquiring pre-accounting provider Finmatics. Back to Accounting Web now, and a big thank you to Ashley Goldsmith from Caseware for talking me through some of the changes to FRS 102 that are coming down the pipeline, in particular lease accounting and revenue recognition, and what part software can play in bringing about a smooth transition to these new regimes. And thank you also to Matt Wright from the Access Group for taking time to explain their new product, Access Evolve, which is a cloud business suite designed to consolidate Access's multiple systems onto one platform. What's next? Plug time. So, as some of you may know, some of you may not, I am a judge at the Accounting Excellence Awards in the digital transformation category. So, if you've driven digital transformation of a client's business, then do let us know and you could be in with a chance of winning. And while I'm in a pluggy kind of mood, our main man Jake Smith here has a webinar on how to prepare for national insurance changes and pension salary sacrifice. That's on the 23rd of April at 11 a.m. with Nathan from Penfold. Katie Sharp from Fovis Mazars, and Richard Sykes from Cloud CFO. So do check that out. On to some new stuff now, and QuickBooks chap Aaron Patrick, off the back of exploring the new banking area in QuickBooks, he's now on to the new invoice updates. So he's comparing the new and the old in this video. What's next? So big releases for FinTech VAT refund specialist AddSum in their open tax product. So giving accountants and bookkeepers a top-level overview of corporation tax details across their client base. So what's new? Well, firms can take a look at filing payment deadlines, total balances across clients, get quick links to client-level details, and lots more besides. What's next? A corporate audit tool, Data Snipper, has released generative AI tool DocuMine. What does DocuMine do? Well, generative AI allows it to enable internal and external auditors to find and verify key data across complex documents without manual searching or switching tools. What's next? Referrals platform RQ just got a major upgrade. So you can now refer to anyone using just their email without having to set them up first, upload past referral data, and a host of other things as well. And that's your lot for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please like, follow, or subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another video. Bye for now.